Well, you know, Lena, you could have asked me out yourself.
He was great. He was really cool. He actually invited me to Poetic Justice screening afterwards.
Did you go?
I did.
Oh, my
I absolutely. How could I not?
Why did Bumper Robinson wait so long to speak out? What awful rumors has he finally confirmed? For years, fans have been talking about his life and career. Now, Bumper is sharing the truth.
That's right, Lena. And that's one of the reasons why I don't believe in premarital.
What has he been hiding? Why did he keep quiet about these rumors? How did this affect his career and reputation? Let's take a closer look at what Bumper Robinson has to say.
Filmed in my senior year of high school, and I actually didn't get to go to my senior prom because we were working.
Were you sad or upset about that?
Nah.
Bumper's real name is Larry Clarence Robinson II. He was born on June 19, 1974, in Cleveland, Ohio, to parents Natalie and Larry Robinson. His family was middle class, hardworking, and focused on giving their kids a good life. As a toddler, Larry was full of energy, always bumping into furniture, walls, or whatever was in his path. His dad jokingly called him Bumper, and the name stuck, and it became part of his identity. Bumper had a typical childhood. He played with friends, went to school, and spent time with his family. But there was something special about him. He loved performing. Whether it was reciting poems in class or acting out little skits for his family, he had a natural flair for entertaining. His parents noticed this and encouraged him. Unlike some parents of child actors, they didn't push him. They let him explore his talent at his own pace. However, Cleveland wasn't the best place for an aspiring actor. Bumper's parents realized that if he wanted to succeed, they needed to move to Hollywood. It wasn't an easy decision. Moving meant leaving behind their life in Cleveland and taking a big risk. But when Bumper was about 5 years old, the family took a leap of faith and moved to Los Angeles.
Dad, I'm ready to go.
The gamble paid off. In LA, Bumper's natural charm and boundless energy caught the attention of casting directors. He quickly started booking small roles in commercials. While many kids might feel shy or overwhelmed by the camera, Bumper thrived. These early jobs gave him a taste of acting, and he loved it.
What you trying to say, Lena? You want to dance with somebody else, huh? Is that it?
The warm streets of LA were a whole new world, full of opportunities, especially for a young actor like him. Even as a little boy, Bumper had big dreams of becoming an actor. By the time he was 6, he was juggling school and auditions, showing an early determination that set him apart. Despite his early success, Bumper stayed grounded. Deep down, he was still the same playful boy who sometimes bumped into things, earning him his nickname. What made him stand out even more was his ability to adapt. He wasn't just another child star doing simple roles. Directors and casting agents quickly noticed his emotional depth. Bumper could handle a variety of roles, even in small commercials, showing skills beyond his years. Los Angeles proved to be the perfect place for him. The opportunities kept coming, and Bumper's natural charisma made him a favorite with casting agents. With his energetic personality and big smile, he became the perfect fit for many TV commercials. It wasn't long before he started appearing in some high-profile ad campaigns. One of his biggest breaks came when he starred in a Jell-O Pudding Pops commercial with Bill Cosby. At the time, Cosby was one of the biggest stars in America, known for The Cosby Show and many other commercials. This was a huge moment for young Bumper. The ad aired all over the country, making his face familiar to millions of people. But Bumper didn't let this early success define him. Unlike many child stars who get stuck in one type of role, Bumper showed he could do much more. Whether it was comedy or drama, his range of emotions made him stand out. Casting agents began to see his potential as more than just the pudding pop kid.
What the heck you been feeding him?
Bumper's acting career started off like a rocket, and it wasn't by accident. He was extremely professional, even as a young child. Directors always praised him for how well he followed instructions on set. Unlike many other child actors who struggled with the stress of acting, Bumper thrived under pressure. He treated every new role as a chance to learn and grow. This positive attitude helped him stand out, even at a very young age. One of the things that set Bumper apart was his ability to deliver great performances over and over again. His skills and dedication made him one of the most sought-after child actors. By the time he was just 7 years old, he had already appeared in many national commercials. These jobs taught him how to act in front of the camera, hit his marks, and deliver his lines perfectly. Each commercial gave him valuable experience, like a mini acting lesson every time.
Well, you know, Lena, you could ask me out yourself.
His early success also brought him financial independence, which is rare for someone his age. However, his parents made sure he stayed grounded. They reminded him of the importance of education and balancing work with play. Bumper continued going to school and had a normal childhood, even as his acting career blossomed. This balance helped him avoid many of the problems that other child stars face. After appearing in several commercials, he was ready for the next big step. At just 9 years old, he landed a major role in the Hollywood film Enemy Mine. This was a big break for him and marked a turning point in his career. The movie, directed by Wolfgang Petersen, told the story of a human and an alien forming a friendship on a dangerous planet. The film starred well-known actors Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr.
Zombies.
Bumper played the role of Zammies, the alien child of Gossett Jr.'s character. This was not an easy role. Zammies represented innocence and hope, showing how differences could be overcome. The part required Bumper to show deep emotions like fear, love, and growth. It was a challenging role, but Bumper handled it like a pro. His performance in Enemy Mine impressed both audiences and critics. Even though he was still very young, Bumper showed incredible emotional depth. This role proved that he wasn't just a child actor doing commercials. He was a serious talent with a bright future. Also, Robinson's scenes with Louis Gossett Jr. in the movie Enemy Mine are some of the most memorable parts of the film. Their bond on screen felt so real and heartfelt that many viewers couldn't help but be drawn in. Bumper played the role of Zamus, a young alien, and his performance became one of the highlights of the movie. Critics praised him for holding his own alongside big names like Louis Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid.
The winner is Louis Gossett Jr.
It didn't take long for people to see that Bumper wasn't just some cute kid cast for his looks. He was a serious actor. Filming Enemy Mine wasn't easy, especially for a young actor like him. Many scenes were shot in tough, harsh conditions to show an alien environment. The role demanded a lot from him, both physically and emotionally, but he proved he was up to the challenge. He stayed professional the whole time, impressing his co-stars, the director, and the crew. Louis Gossett Jr. became more than just a co-star for Bumper. He acted like a mentor, giving him advice and guidance during filming. Their friendship grew off-screen too, with Bumper later saying that Louis was one of his biggest inspirations in acting. Although Enemy Mine didn't do well at the box office when it first came out, it later gained a loyal fan base. Many people still remember Bumper's performance as Zammies as one of the best parts of the movie. For Bumper, working on the film opened new doors in his career. Being part of such a big movie taught Bumper a lot about acting. He learned how hard it could be, with long hours, tough preparation, and the need to show deep emotions. But most of all, he discovered how much he loved acting. After Enemy Mine, he started getting more offers for TV shows and movies. Casting directors saw how talented he was. Unlike some child actors who struggled to move from small commercials to serious roles, Bumper made the leap without any problems. His work in Enemy Mine proved he could handle challenging roles, and Hollywood took notice. By the late 1980s, he had become a rising star. One of his biggest roles came when he joined the TV show A Different World.
That's right, Lena. And that's one of the reasons why I don't believe in premarital.
This show was about black college students at a fictional school called Hillman College. It was a spin-off of The Cosby Show. Bumper played Dorian Haywood, a confident and relatable college student. Although his time on the show was short, it became a turning point in his career. For the first time, he wasn't just playing a child or a minor role. He got to shine in the spotlight, showing his growth as both an actor and a person.
So I had the the blessing and curse of coming in and fitting in.
This wasn't just another sitcom. It was a groundbreaking show that portrayed Black life in a fresh, positive way. Instead of showing tired stereotypes, the show focused on education, community, and the struggles of growing up for young Black Americans. At a time when many TV shows failed to show the real depth of Black communities, A Different World stood out by giving its audience characters who were complex and inspiring. Working on a primetime show gave Bumper a chance to experience Hollywood life up close. Before this, his life had been more sheltered. Now he faced the pressures that came with fame. There were long hours on set, media attention, and fans who wanted to meet him. He also had to always look and act his best in public. All these challenges helped him learn what it meant to be a star. Thankfully, he had a strong foundation to keep him grounded. His upbringing and guidance from experienced actors like Lou Gossett Jr. helped him navigate Hollywood without losing himself. This advice was important because fame can sometimes overwhelm young actors. Despite the spotlight, Bumper stayed focused on what mattered most, his craft. He worked hard to become a better actor and wasn't just chasing fame. On set, he quickly earned a reputation as someone who was reliable, professional, and easy to work with. Casting directors noticed these qualities, which helped him land more roles.
How you like me now?
A Different World not only made him famous, but also opened the door to new opportunities in both TV and film. The show proved that he wasn't just a talented child actor. He was ready to take on bigger roles. The 1990s brought even more success for him. He took on a mix of roles that showcased his versatility. Whether it was comedy, drama, or action, he handled each one with ease. Audiences loved him for his natural talent, and directors appreciated how adaptable he was. These qualities kept his career moving forward. He also had a way of making every role special, no matter how big or small. One of his most memorable roles was on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He guest starred as I.C. Trey, a charming and mischievous friend of Will Smith's character. Though his role was brief, it left a big impression. I.C. Trey was funny, unpredictable, and very likable. Bumper's chemistry with Will Smith and the rest of the cast made the episode unforgettable. It also boosted his popularity in Hollywood. Another big role for him in the 1990s was on Living Single, a hit sitcom about 6 friends living in New York City. He played Yvonne Ennis, a love interest for Kim Field's character, Regine. The role allowed him to show his romantic and funny side, and fans loved him for it. These guest appearances proved Bumper could bring charm and personality to any show he joined. Bumper wasn't just great at comedy, he could do serious roles too. One of his standout performances was as Jackie Jackson.
From the streets, the studios, and the world.
Never seen anything like it.
For the first time.
In this biographical miniseries, told the story of the Jackson family and the Jackson 5. Playing Jackie Jackson required both emotional depth and musical talent. He delivered both, showing a more serious and vulnerable side to his acting. Critics and fans praised his performance, proving he could handle complex roles. In addition to these highlights, he appeared on other popular shows like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and Sister Sister. His ability to act in many different types of shows, comedy, drama, and even family-friendly series, made him one of the most versatile actors of his time. By the late 1990s, Bumper was a household name, especially in Black Hollywood. His talent, reliability, and growing fan base kept him in high demand. As the 1990s came to an end, he started exploring a new area of entertainment, voice acting. This required a different skill set because it wasn't about physical acting. Instead, it was about using only his voice to bring characters to life. This new challenge showed yet another side of his talent and added another chapter to his already impressive career.
He was great. He was really cool. He actually invited me to a poetic justice screening afterwards.
Did you go?
I did.
Oh my
I absolutely. How could I not?
Did you know Bumper once had a surprising encounter with Tupac Shakur? Yes, the actor found himself in a tense situation with one of hip-hop's biggest legends. This unexpected moment showed a very different side of Robinson that few had seen before. The incident happened in Los Angeles when both him and Tupac were making names for themselves in their fields. The two crossed paths over a shared romantic interest. Both men liked the same woman, which led to a heated exchange. Witnesses say there was some intense back and forth between the two. While no one remembers exactly what was said, what stood out was how Bumper held his ground against Tupac, who was famous for his bold and confrontational attitude. This moment surprised many people. He was usually seen as calm and professional, but here he showed he could stand up for himself when needed. It's important to note that the situation never turned physical. Both men kept their cool enough to avoid any serious trouble for themselves. Instead of hurting his image, the encounter added a new layer to his personality. People saw him not just as a talented actor, but also as someone with strong principles who wasn't afraid to face a challenge.
Incredible experience. He was great.
Yeah.
I was nervous that maybe we wouldn't get along. Maybe it would be, but he was fantastic. I learned a little bit of the depth of him as an artist.
Years later, in January 2003, Bumper took a break from acting to try something totally different. He appeared on a game show called Street Smarts. The show was all about guessing how people on the street would answer trivia questions. This was far from his usual work, but it gave fans a chance to see another side of him. On the show, he was sharp and clever. He had a great ability to guess how people would respond just by observing their behavior and appearance. His guesses were often right, showing he had a strong understanding of human nature.
It was one of my first episodes. I was trying to give an ad lib. The director didn't really know anything about my history, and she was like, honey, we don't really want you to, don't add your own stuff.
Did you also know Bumper's time there sparked a deep interest in what happens behind the scenes of TV production, especially directing? He didn't just watch and wonder, he started learning directly from Debbie Allen, a famous actress and director. She took him under her wing, showing him the ropes of directing. Bumper called this experience apprentice directing. He learned how scenes are set up, where cameras should go, and how directors share their ideas with the actors and crew. Debbie Allen, with her years of experience in acting and directing, was happy to teach him everything she could. At the same time, he took part-time classes at UCLA. This allowed him to mix what he was learning in school with real-life experience on set. It was a perfect match. He could apply what he learned in one place to the other. While Bumper hasn't yet directed a TV show or movie, this experience has likely shaped how he approaches his work in Hollywood. Outside of acting, he is a devoted family man and philanthropist. He's married to Catherine Penton, and they have a teenage daughter, Samantha Nell. Despite his busy career, he makes sure to spend quality time with his family. He's a hands-on dad, actively supporting his daughter's growth and activities. He is also passionate about giving back to the community. He supports charities that focus on helping young people, especially those who don't have many opportunities. Through his efforts in youth education and community programs, Bumper has made a difference in many lives.
Gotta run. Sesame Street's on.
He definitely has built a long and successful career in the entertainment world. From his early days in commercials to becoming a voice actor for famous animated shows, his journey is inspiring. What makes him stand out is not just his talent, but also his ability to stay away from scandals, a rare feat in Hollywood. Bumper's secret to success seems to lie in his strong work ethic and smart career choices. He's taken on different types of roles, from live-action acting to voice work, showing how versatile he is. His ability to adapt to new opportunities has kept him in demand over the years. Instead of chasing fame, he focuses on choosing projects that fit his values and enhance his image. One of the reasons Bumper has avoided controversy is his disciplined lifestyle. In an industry known for drama and gossip, he stays grounded and keeps his personal life private. He focuses on his work and avoids situations that could harm his reputation. This approach has earned him respect in the industry and among his fans. He also gives back to the community. He supports organizations that work for social welfare and often takes part in events that make a difference. This shows his kindness and commitment to helping others. In today's world, where public figures are often judged harshly, Bumper Robinson stands out as a positive role model. His career choices, combined with his strong values, have helped him maintain a spotless reputation. It's no wonder he continues to inspire others in the entertainment industry.
Because I never had my own show. So I had the blessing and curse of coming in and fitting in.
Netflix sat down with Bumper, and he talked about some of his legendary roles, starting with Jackie Jackson in The Jacksons. An American Dream. Filming was no joke. Think singing, dancing, acting, and nailing choreography all at once. The Jackson family was on set, so the pressure was real. Bumper even skipped his senior prom for it. But hey, being on TV totally made up for that. While he didn't meet Jackie Jackson until after the camera stopped rolling, he got plenty of wisdom from Jermaine and other Jacksons, plus a choreographer who had worked with them directly. Then there's A Different World. Bumper played Dorian, the youngest of the crew, and somehow managed to juggle college while filming. The most unforgettable moment? Sharing the screen with Tupac. Bumper admits he was nervous, but Tupac turned out to be super chill and even invited him to a private screening of Poetic Justice. Not a bad perk. When it comes to reboots, Bumper's got thoughts. He's here for nostalgia, but says it's time to invest in fresh black stories instead of just remixing old ones. The key: respect the classics, but leave room for new voices. And let's not forget Living Single, where he played Ivan and totally agrees with what we all know. Friends borrowed the concept. While he says imitation is cool, the original creators deserve their flowers. Of all his roles, Ivan might be his personal fave, even more than Dorian on A Different World. Playing Ivan left a lasting mark, and he says it's one of those gigs he'll never forget. From voicing Bumblebee in Transformers Animated to repping sitcoms, Bumper's been in the game for decades without missing a beat. Talk about range. This guy's done it all and kept it drama-free. What's the secret to Bumper's clean image? Do you think his career decisions played a big role in his success? Share your thoughts and let's keep celebrating this incredible entertainer.